Yes, we're live again. Good evening, Europe, and good evening, UK, and the rest of the world. Hello to everyone who is watching right now or will be watching right later on. So today we are just two, or maybe Leia can come later on. We don't know yet because she's on duty in the hospital. But anyway, we're back for our live, and this is about our business. So before we start, we will introduce ourselves first, because maybe there are people who are new to this live, who new followers of ours in our pages. So my name is Ida, one of the successful digital business owner and mentor in our business community. I am running my digital business while I'm working in the nursing home. So this business runs 24/7 because of its automated system. And that's why this is suitable for everyone who wanted to have not just a side hustle, but an asset for your future. So I'll give to Sister Reham for a short introduction before we started our topic tonight. Sis, please go ahead.
Thank you. Good evening from the UK. Thank you so much, sis, for this another live. I know you're busy as well, like me. Thank you so much for joining us for tonight's live. And it's a very exciting topic. Obviously, it's about our digital business. But this time is what is it for you? We're always talking about our online business, but then what is it for you, as obviously as an audience, the people who's watching us? But before anything else, my name is Raham. I'm a mom of two beautiful teenager and a wife to Jeffrey, and a registered nurse by profession, at the same time building this digital business online and mentor in our incredible online business community. Like many of you, I used to struggle with time freedom, working 2 to 3 jobs to help my aging parents back home, my siblings back home, and obviously the family, the responsibility. And then I realized there has to be a smarter way to earn without sacrificing the moment that matter the most. Your family, your children. And this is what we do in our business. We help anyone who also wanted to build a digital income stream using a proven system, like Sis Ida said, a mentorship and online skills without needing to quit your job right away. Because as you know, me and Ida still working. I managed to reduce my hours after starting this business, but then you can still do this business even if you are full time or not. So there is no pressure to anyone. We're here to give you a solution to a problem in life, lack of time, financial pressure, burnout, and missing family moment. And that's why tonight for this topic is very important. It's because it's about you. And as you know, we always talk about our online digital business, right? So you see it everywhere. Narinig nyo kami, narinig nyo every day, o napapanood nyo kami. But you ever really stop and asking yourself, bakit? Bakit ba natin ito pinag-uusapan lagi? Ano ba talaga to? At more importantly, what is it for you? Because this is not just about online business. This is about your life right now. So, kung ikaw ay nanonood ngayon, give yourself time to look at this and do your own diligence. So, for tonight topic, I'm so excited. So, back to you, sis.
Thank you so much for that motivating and inspiring introduction. So, before we even start, I want you to be honest with yourself, okay? Not with me, not with anyone watching, but just with you, all right? Because behind every smile, behind every I'm okay, there's a story that don't always talk about. We don't talk about that story. So, A story of being tired. A story of being tired, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, quietly. The kind of tired that sleep can't fix. Maybe it's the long hours, the back-to-back shift where you work. The feeling that no matter how hard you work, it's still not enough. Maybe it's the guilt of not being fully present with your family because your mind is always thinking about bills, responsibilities, survival. Or maybe it's the dreams you slowly stopped talking about because life became more about surviving than living. I hope you can relate what I'm talking about here. And if that's you tonight, I want you to know that something, you are not alone. There are so many people like you. And more importantly, you don't have to stay stuck there because sometimes, just sometimes, life we are living right now is not the life we are meant to settle for. Tonight, we are going to talk about something real, not hip, not false promises, but what an online business can actually do to your life. It's already visible in our lives. And if you allow yourself to see a different possibility, so wherever you are right now, you're watching this live or maybe the replay later, take a deep breath, open your mind, and maybe, just maybe, this could be the best conversation that changes something for you. This business already changed our lives. So we are here hoping tonight that what we gonna talk about, what topic we are going to talk about will change something, even a small part in your mind. It will trigger that, yes, I think I need take um take something, to take action and make a change in my life. We are hoping for that to happen tonight. So, our topic for tonight is about what we can do. I will check our banner so you can also that what an online business can do to your life. So I have a few questions, and since Sis Riham is ready to answer the questions, I think. Sis, are you ready for that? But yes, this is just questions that is very related to what we have, what we experience in our lives, what are the options we have, and the changes if we need to. And yeah, I will give you the first question, sis. Would you mind?
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, sis.
Wait. Uh-huh. Yes, that's it. So, what? This is the first question, and I know you can really, really. answer this question um, very well. So, what part of my life, of your life, would feel lighter if your income didn't rely on overtime?
Mhm. Yeah, thank you so much. Is that's very that's very good questions. No, as we talk about online business every day, it's very um crucial to answer questions like this, because I know most of the people who are watching us or following us will dying to know what we're talking about. But let me ask you it, because this is something about what you feel is part of your life would be feeling lighter if I don't rely on overtime. But let me ask this to you, the other way around. What part of your life right now that feels the heaviest? 'Di ba? Kasi when you know that heaviest, you can answer that lighter part of your life. And it's for me, in own experience, is the yung physical na pagod, no? Because like if you know about my story, I was exhausted before I found this business. Yung tipong kahit day off mo, pagod ka pa rin. You're maybe you thinking about it's mental. You know, yung lagi ka nag-iisip ng bills, responsibilities, yung next shift mo, may overtime pa ba akong makukuha? And I'm sure a lot of you can relate on this if you working in healthcare, and or if you are a breadwinner. So maybe it's all about emotional. Yung feeling na you're doing everything but still feel like kulang, because we're all been there. Si Saida has been there. We can all relate. And for me, the heaviest part was waking up already tired. You have like 8 hours sleep but you still tired. Yung gigising ka pa lang pero alam mo na yung buong araw mo is duty, pagod, uwi, tulog, then repeat. And I'm sure you can relate on this one. And I asked myself one day, ganito lang ba forever? 'Di ba? Because I've been doing it for more than 2 decades. Because deep inside, kahit naman hindi ka tamad eh, hindi ka naman reklamador, but you just tired, you just feeling, what do you call this, parang naka-autopilot ang buhay mo. And that's where you feel that's exhausted. Sis Ida, before, ang feeling ko, when I heard about people saying I'm exhausted, I was not really paying attention until I feel that situation, until I was on that situation. Na totoo pala siya. No? Tired of trading your energy just to survive, like Sis Ida said. And when I started my online journey, hindi naman agad nawala lahat ng problems, let's be honest. But something become lighter. And that's why I started what is heavier, because I know when I started on that one, I can answer the question, why, what becomes lighter, part of your life lighter? Because for the first time, I feel like I had another option. Hindi lang iisang way para kumita. And maybe for you, that's what you need right now. Not instant success, but relief. A little space to breathe. A little hope na hindi ka habang buhay ganito. So ask yourself, if you're watching us right now, if something in your life could feel lighter, what would you choose? What is this? So maybe you can reflect on that one, and you can do your own diligence to look at this business deep inside, in and out. Because I'm telling you, you only see the surface. And once you're inside, that's the time that you appreciate that this is a gold mine. And if we're here every single week talking about our business, there must be something in it. So yes, sis, thank you. And back to you.
Thank you for that. So I will also answer this question because, of course, we are both working in the healthcare, and I also have those feelings. I get up in the morning, I'm already tired, and I know already what's gonna happen my whole day. I need to go to work and help people. That's the best thing we're doing, but still. We try to smile, that big smile. I'm okay. Thank you so much. And the people around us, the people we helped that day, they are so happy and very grateful what we've done to them. But we have that big heart and yeah, all the smile. Yeah, thank you so much and all that. But deep inside, we are exhausted. We don't let it see to the people around, but deep inside we are exhausted already in the morning and the whole afternoon. And when we come back from work, we still have to do things. We don't come back and then sit down at home. We have to do the things that we must do, like cooking, exactly, women. But yes, honestly, my whole life, because overtime doesn't only take hours. Okay, go back to the question. Okay, um from our day, so it takes energy from our body and peace from our mind and sometimes joy from our heart. And I know how it feels to wake up already tired, as what I've said. we there are people who feel that already in the morning when we get up, we are already tired. So to go to work, because you know what makes us actually so tired, because not that we are going to work, but when we think about we have to pay the bills. That is in a reality, right? As is Riham, because
Mm.
it's not, paying the bills is not actually a motivation. It is a duty, is it's a responsibility. Otherwise, if we don't pay all those bills, what's gonna happen? We know exactly what's gonna happen. And that, thinking of that, it makes us tired, right? um if my income didn't depend on working more hours, then I have more time to rest. If that is so, huh? So more time with my family, that's gonna be great, because more time, relax, more moments to create. And that's what we wanted all of those. But it's very hard to get all those in one time. So that's why we started this digital business. And starting this digital business gives us hope. And in fact, Reham already reduces her hours. In fact, I also reduces my days. When I started this business, I was working 6 days, sometimes 7 days. Imagine that, how tiresome is that? So because of this business, it I made it happen. This business made it happen. Now I'm working already 3 days. So don't you think I'm crazy that giving up all those days that cost so much money for me? If I don't want to work anymore for 6 days, 3 days. Imagine how much it costs that for my wages. And it's because this business allowed that to happen. This is a real business. It's not just a kind of side hustle. No, it's not. Because this is also not a plan B, but this is a business that can, um and how will I call this, a legacy that I'm building for my son, for my family. If I'm gone, they can inherit this business. And in fact, another thing, we are paying taxes. And yesterday we went to our accountant, and I have tax refunds. You see, this is not just a small business that you are going to just do it. Just do it. You- We are putting our whole heart in this business. We are coming here, going live, unscripted. what we are saying here, because we wanted also to help others to do the same, because we are not alone, we are not the only women who are tired of everything in life, paying the bills, be a good mom, be a good employee, take care of everybody around, that sometimes we forgot ourselves. But because of this business, we are taking care of ourselves, then we show our care and love others, because that's what we are actually. Right, sis?
Hmm.
So that's the first question. So the second question is, I will show you. Yes. Have you ever wished you could be present for your kids or family without worrying about losing income?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's your time, sis.
Okay, thank you, sis. That's another nice question, no?
Yeah.
That's our dream. When we started this business, I started being like what I said, exhausted, and I miss so much milestones of my children. And sometimes as a parent, we're always thinking that we're working because for them, it's for them, you know. And actually, you just trying to say that because you feeling guilty deep inside. And like you are sitting beside them, but your mind is thinking about work, about schedule, or maybe you are already tired, yung pagod na pagod ka na. Or worse, you're not there at all because you're at work. Like Sis Ida said, where is working 7 days a week, 6 days a week. That's terrible. And what really um I was thinking before I found this business, I don't want my kids to think that working 2 to 3 job is normal. I don't want them to grow up as like me, working hard, and like Jeffrey working so much. And that's frightened me. So, every day you're telling yourself, okay lang, I'm doing this for them. But para ba talaga sa kanila? 'Di ba? Kasi they will not remember when you buy them nice things, or when you give them money. What they remember is the time that you're not there. You're not being there when they have a special moment in their life, like their birthdays or their school programs, or their graduations, things like it's a milestone, and you're not there because you are working. So deep inside, as a mother, as a parents, masakit, di ba? Because you want to be present, you know and this business, I'm not telling that is perfect. It's not, it's something that you're building to be able to have that time freedom. So, when I'm saying that you need to be always available, but just the present to being there, I remember a moment na na-miss ko, and I can't get them back because, you said one day, but that moment, you can't get that back until you don't realize that until you actually lost that moment. And that's painful truth that we don't talk about. Diba? Money can be earned again, but your time that lost or that missed moment sa mga anak mo o sa pamilya mo, hindi na. And that's why when I found a way to earn online, it was not just about income. Di ba sis? It's about our present. Yung kaya mong kumita kahit nasa bahay ka. Kung saan ka pa, di ba? Kahit kasama mo sila. You're enjoying your family, but you still earning because like what sis Ida, this business work in automation. Kahit simpleng moment, nakikita mo, nararamdaman mo. And I'm not saying na biglang magiging perfect ang life mo when you join this business, but at least you're not always choosing between work and family. Diba? And let me ask you this. If you could have that chance to be more present, would you take it? Diba? If someone is telling you right now, saying, if you do this online business, you can eventually, when you're building it, you feel the change that you can have that chance to be more present to your children and more family time. Would you take it? Diba? So are
Yeah.
you going to keep telling yourself someday? But what if that someday will not come? So, we started the business that we're not also certain. We are unsure. We are doubted ourselves many times. And of course, we are skeptical. But that's the reason and that determination in my heart to change my life. And I was scared that my children will see me as like, oh, it's normal to work to the three job. I said I have to change something because I don't want my children to grow up like me, you know so that's the main reason that I really was attracted to the business when I saw that even if you are a busy mom, even if you are doing 2 to 3 job or full-time job, you can still do this business. And I'm telling you, you can. As long as you put your heart and soul on this one and you look at deeply that this business can help you, even though you are busy, even though you are at home mom, or no anyone who want to change their life for the better, of course, to have that time and financial freedom, this is the way. And that's why we're always telling you this opportunity, because we're hoping me and sis Ida can help anyone who have the same story as us, and praying that you can see our story as an inspiration for you guys to see and look at this business opportunity. So yes, thank you, sis. Back to you.
Thank you so much. I will add on to that. Miss, you don't want to miss moments from your kids. I
Mm-hmm.
can really give you the example of what I did with my son. I was separated with my husband, Filipino husband, when I was in the Philippines, when I was still pregnant with my son. So the moment I give birth to him, I was the only one who um, earned money to, the, the thing that what I did when I gave birth to him. He was 2 weeks, and I need to go and stay in a place where I have to work. So that means I'm not taking care of him. So I left him under the care of my mom 2 weeks, because the life at that time was really um, bad, and I don't have any other means but to be in that, some in the Philippines. Sis, in I was in Puerto, Puerto, where the market and all those rice wholesalers. I was
Mm.
there staying one of the wholesalers of rice. I have to stay there and be a tindera o bugas. I
Mm.
come home to take care of my son, who was 2 weeks at the time. I had to stay and to be in that. Um, we have a kind of dormitory, something where the rice sacks of rice are stacks of rice. So that was my first work when I left my son. That was,
Mm.
we are in Taguluan, and I was working in Puerto. So my off was just on Sunday. So imagine that, it was also 6 days working as sales girl, rice sales girl, and my son is under my mom's care. So in the beginning, I was really struggling with that, and as he grows, um, I have to find a way to earn more because he needs more. Um, I was working and I decided to go to Singapore, and that's really broke my heart because I it's far from home. I can easily come home and to see my son. You know, if at that time I had any other option, I won't leave my son behind. I
Hmm.
want him to be by my side where I can always talk to him, hug him before sending to bed, or read stories before he goes to bed. I don't have the chance. You know, if I had the chance, I will. That's why I'm here talking to all moms, all parents. If you have time, give time to your kids. I know there are many parents, or especially moms, who are at home, but they are not present. In their minds, they are already calculating the expenses. In their minds, they are preparing meals and giving food to their kids, are smiling to their kids, but in their minds, they are already thinking about work for the next day.
Hmm.
Are not present at all. As I've said, if I have the chance to take care of my son from the very young age, I will, I would, because the moment missing those milestones, you can't take it back. You can't easily say now you grow up you will be with me. You can't say that because once they grow up, they will also find their own ways. So the missing moments, you cannot feel that in anymore, because you say no, I'm here already, we can be spending time together. But our kids will also grow up and they will find their own way. They will find their own group of friends, and sometimes they don't want to go with us on holiday anymore. And that's, for me, it's painful because I want to spend time with him. Well, my son is already here, but he's already grown up, he's already an adult. He wants to spend time with his friends, and not every day with me. I want to have him every day, but it's not possible. That's why we are here to encourage moms and dads to be present with your kids. Spend time with your kids. I remember, sis, this was a film, a short film about a boy who was asking his father how much his hourly pay at work. He was asking, dad, how much is your work pays every hour?
Hmm.
And the dad said, why are you asking? I just want to know. And the dad told him that amount, and the boy was saving money. He was saving money until he got that amount. And one day he said to his dad, Dad, can I have 1 hour of your time? Or 1 day of your time? No, I have to work because I already saved enough money to pay for you because I want you to be with me.
Hmm.
This is kind of sad, isn't it? Kids wants to have time from us. It's not just like playing a few minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it's gone. It's finished. And you are going to do your own stuff, or you are still, also you are at home, you are in front of your computer and working. Work is supposed to be in the office, in your workplace, not to bring at home. But it's not happening at all. That's why it's very sad. That's why we are here to encourage you to check this business out. This is the business that you can do while spending family time,
Mm.
spending quality time with your kids, with your loved ones, while having passive income.
True.
So that's the second question. The third question is, um, what what's one dream you've put on hold because work always comes first?
Mm.
Now, I think I'm gonna answer this one because I know this we have dreams, right? Everyone has dreams, and can sorry, sis, can you hear my washing machine?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm it's okay. So what's one dream you put on hold because work always comes first? Yes, most of us, we want to do our work um, properly, and sometimes it's not to let our employers be impressed with what we do, but we are responsible adults, right? So we wanted to have that done. So be honest, how many dreams have you told yourself someday? That's what you said, sis. We always say someday, someday will come, someday I will travel, someday I will rest, someday I will start something of my own. Someday I will finally choose myself. But the painful truth is, someday keeps moving farther away when survival always comes first, right? So, bills need to be paid. We already said this. Responsibilities are waiting, and we just they are just waiting. Work calls again. And little by little, the dream becomes quiet, sometimes forgotten, sometimes just someday. We will just maybe someday. Not because you don't want it anymore, but because you're too tired to chase it. Or is it? But let me remind you today, your dream is not dead. Yes, you heard it right. Your dream is not dead. It's only waiting for you to believe again. You don't need to change everything overnight. You just need to start with one brave decision. And we did it. Because the life you keep postponing might be the life you are meant to be. So, why we keep saying this, that this business will, or giving us hope? Maybe some people who are watching now, or because I've seen people are watching us, maybe you are wondering why you keep saying that this gives hope. This business will help you keep to be present in your family and all that. Yes, it is, because you have to think properly. Building something real doesn't give you overnight result. Just imagine like planting mango tree. You don't have to you plant the mango tree today, and tomorrow it will bear fruits. You have to nurture it, you have to water it, take care of it. That's how this business works. You don't have to, like, you start today, and like what the Assisor Reham said, it's not, it's not that easy that when you start the business, I start the business today, I'll I will enjoy life and let it grow and give me passive income. Of course, you have to put efforts and your time. That's also kind of investment. So it's more the efforts and time that you are putting into this business. It's not that you start today and tomorrow it will give you 1,000 euro. Yes, it will, but you have to put in efforts. So yeah, your dreams are not dead. It's still waiting for you. You just have to make a brave decision today. Start something new. Have a look with this business model that we have. This very the compensation plan with this business is very attractive. Just dive in to this business. Check it out. Okay. So we have the fourth. Um, which one? Okay. Sis, will you answer this one? Would you like to answer this one, or I will
It's
answer this
okay.
one? Okay. If you could earn even a small amount online every week, what would that change for you right now?
Mhm. It's when we are talking about this online income, people will think this is a scam most of the time, no? But when you hear online income, they think na maybe a scam o malaki agad ang kikitain. Either of the two. But what if I tell you that even a small amount can change your life? Because it's not about the amount at first, no? Yes, of course. We started this business because we want to earn extra. And I'm sure says Ida will agree with that. But it's not about that all the time. It's when we are doing our journey in this business, that's the time we realize that this can change your life and is actually changed already a thousands of families' life. And we see that in our community. And that's inspire us more to dig more about this business. And that's the reason I always say that when you start this business or when you have this business, you got options. Options after options. You got that freedom, you got that possibility. And I remember my first earnings is no, hindi siya kalakihan. But grabe yung feeling. Because
Yeah.
for the first time, kumita ako without being physically exhausted. And that's something else, isn't it? Because as a nurse, we work hard. And every penny that we earn, we work hard for that. But when you know that you earning, but at the same time you enjoying what you're doing, it's something different. And even if it's a small amount, you will appreciate it. So without trading your hours of your life, and that's another one. And that changed everything for me. Because I realized, pwede pala. No? Kasi dati, what we know is to earn is to do overtime, to do work. And once you see that, you start thinking differently. And I'm sure you agree with me. Kasi imagine this. If you have even a small extra income every week, maybe less stress sa bills. Maybe hindi mo na kailangan mag-extra shift lagi. Maybe pag-treat ka na sa sarili mo without feeling that guilt. 'Di ba? It's not small, just it's a start. Is every big result starts small, and I'm sure you believe in that, and that's why we're saying that this business you build it, and as you grow you see more bigger result. And keep an eye on the price. We always hear that in our community. So don't underestimate small beginnings, because that's where everything begins. So if you are thinking that, oh, they're only earning small amount of money, I'm telling you, this is a high commission income. And when you see the strategy of our business, the only thing that you can tell to yourself is, why did I not see this before? Di ba, sis? Because you
Yeah.
feel that. Once you understand the commission and the patterns of this strategy in our business, you say, my God, this is a gold mine. And why did I not see this before? But I always believe that, things happen for a reason. And if you're here tonight listening to us, maybe this is the right time for you to check out this business and see yourself what we're talking about, and why we call this business as answer prayer, why we call this business as a gold mine, and why we think this business you have an option. So yes, sis, thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, this is really nice explanation for that question. So we will proceed to the next question, which I'm going to answer it. Um, this one. Okay. Do you ever feel like you're trading your health for money, and it can go on forever? This is a very nice question because this one hurts.
Mm,
Um, yeah, because deep inside, many of us already know the answer. The headaches, the exhaustion, the sleepless nights, and the burnout that keep hiding behind the words "I'm okay." I think so many people can relate this. And I was also burned out. And the headaches is a sign of stress. And all the smile that uh, can be seen in our faces are just sign of not really okay. I mean, not all people who are smiling are really okay, and not all people who are smiling are also okay. You know what I mean? It's kind of hiding behind those smiles, you know? And we keep showing up. We keep working. We keep pushing our body beyond its limit. Just trabaho, trabaho, trabaho. I'm okay. I'm still okay. Smile here, smile there, and all that. Not because we want to suffer, but because bills don't wait. So what we do, we take overtimes. We sometimes most of the people they can do 2 to 3 jobs, and sometimes no limit until they can feel that their body is breaking.
mm,
Can you relate that, sis? Because I've been also there. When I was in Singapore, I was employed 6 days. I must work 6 days in a week, and on Sundays when I'm off, I'm also having part time because I want more. I want to earn more, and that's what it is. Most of the people wanted to earn more, but without thinking that once our body is tired, we have pains here and pain everywhere, and that's already a sign that our body is telling us you have to take care of your body, because you have you have 2 shoulders. As one shoulder is broken, only one shoulder is working. So
mm,
it's kind of sign that once we have pain, it's a sign of calm down, Think properly. Are you taking care of your body or not? Okay? And you know what pushes us to do that? The bills. We have to pay the bills. It's not funny, but that's it. Responsibilities don't pause, right? And sometimes we feel we have no other choice. We feel it, but actually we have other choice. But let me remind you, our health is not the price we should pay forever just to survive. Maybe it's time to ask ourselves, what can we start today? We already started. So this is for you. What can you started today that your future self will thank you for? I know the answer. Start your own online business with us. That's my answer. Because you deserve income, extra income that will um, help you ease that headaches, lessen your exhaustion from work, and you can spend more quality time with your loved ones. And you don't only deserve income, but you also deserve peace of mind, rest, and a
Mhm.
life you don't need to recover from. And that's what we are talking here. I jumped into this business. I was skeptical, 200% skeptical. But the more I dig into this business, the more it motivates me to go on. Of course, it's not easy. Of course, it's not overnight income, but we deserve more in life, not just breaking our body for extra work, for overtime, for other uh, outside job, side hustle, or whatever. We need extra income, we need peace of mind, we need rest. That's what we want. Everybody wants that. And in this business, it is all possible. Just believe us because we are already in the business and we come here to go live. We are not paid by anyone. This is a free go live talking about the topics about the business, promoting our business for free actually. This is a quite a long live, but if you like our topic, you can go on, you can chop, you can watch part of it the next day when you are free. You can always go back and watch it again. We are helping you to be part in this business. Just check this opportunity. This is not for us because we're already in the business. This is for you. Okay? So that's what I can answer. It's more than the answer of this question. But please do something for yourself. Okay? Since we have the last question, this is for you.
Mhm.
Okay. What would it mean for you to have an income stream that works while you rest,
Mhm.
spend time with your kids, or even sleep?
That's a very lovely question, sis. Because when you're thinking about when we hear this in the beginning, we feel like, oh my God, that's will be lovely, isn't it? That's why we started this business. But let's imagine this together, no? You are resting, you are with your family, or kahit, you're sleeping maybe, natutulog, and somehow, may income pa rin. And yes, 'di ba? Ang sarap pakinggan. Kasi totoo. But also, parang too good to be true, 'di ba? I'm sure a lot of you will be thinking about that. I thought the same before, and I'm sure Sis Ida is the same. But when I experienced even a small version of that, it changed my mindset because of for the first time, my income was not tied 100% to my time. I repeat, for the first time, my income was not tied for 100% to my time. So for me, that's powerful because you realize you don't always have to choose between the rest and the income. You don't have always have to be exhausted to earn. Is it instant? Of course no. Is it easy? Of course no. But is it possible? Yes.
Yes.
110% yes. And the than more than anything, I mean, it gives you hope and that option. Hope that your future can look different. Hope that you can build something sustainable. Hope that one day, hindi puro pagod. So, I want to leave you with this, no? If there is a way to create income that support your life instead of controlling it, would you be open to learn it? Because that decision alone can change everything. And that's what exactly happened to us. Yes, thank you so much, sis.
Thank you so much. Yes, sis. We have all the questions answered, I think. So, to the people who are watching the replay of this live, um, if you need to know something more about this business, you can always reach us out. Um, we are everywhere in the social media, and you can just find us. We have our name. I will hide this one so they can. Those are our names and our website, so you can just. Oh, by the way, we will invite them for our live webinar tonight. Right? We have live webinar every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and this is a kind of webinar that you are going to be there live, because when you have so many questions in your head and you want to be answered right away, we have mentors and coaches who are online, and we ourselves are there also later on. So be there at 5 p.m. PST. You have to search your time zone because we are running this business globally. So, of course, the time zones are different. But yeah, sis, say something a little bit about the webinar, what they can expect when they watch the live webinar or replay.
Yes, thank you so much, sis. Yes, every Tuesday and Thursday of the week, we are running a live webinar and a replay. So it's two version. If you click my website, I only have the 20 minutes webinar. But it's don't worry, it's everything is there for you to know about the business. And if you want the live one, you can watch that as well. I think Sis Ida is the live one, which is 45 minutes to 1 hour. That's very important because this is the foundation of what we're doing online. So everybody went to webinar. Even me, when I started, I went through to the webinar. The reason for that is we don't want to overwhelm you. Of course, this is out of your comfort zone. So we're encouraging you to join the webinar if you are serious about joining this business, because it's not for us. It is for you to understand it. And like what I said, the more you understand, the more you ask question and the more you are confident and the more that question be answered. So please, if you are interested, join the webinar. Check this time zone because we run it with different time zone. It is global. So most of the time is in UK time is 1 p.m. 1 a.m. in the morning. So you can watch the replay. That's why my website is replay. So thank you so much, sis. I'm very honored to be here again, and I hope we can join. We can do live soon. Sis Ida is going for holiday. I'm going for holiday, but we're still in social media. You can always reach out if you need anything or if you have any questions. So good evening and thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sis. Yes, friends, we are going on holiday for a week. Look at my Micah.
Ah,
She's already asking to take a
it says, Mom, it take you forever.
So yes, we will be taking off for 2 weeks, I think, because um, yeah, I have a holiday, and since I am also have a holiday, so we will be off for a while with our live. But surely, when we are back, we will be here again. Okay, so enjoy your spring vacation, friends, whatever it is. But we will be back very soon. Bye bye. Thank you so much.
Have a good evening. Bye.
Bye.